Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. My name as always is Jamie Hughes and today I'm going to be giving you my review of Avengers Infinity War. Now if you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit that subscribe button. And this video today is going to be spoiler free. I've just got back from the cinema. These are almost my initial thoughts, feelings and reaction to this movie. I'm probably going to go see this movie again. If not, I want to give myself some time to digest before I make a video talking about spoilers and a little bit more in depth about this movie. I just wanted to give you my first reaction to this film, and I have to say that this doesn't feel like a film. It doesn't feel like a normal movie. This film and this movie felt like an event. It was just so incredible and mind-blowing and breathtaking, and one of my favourite things about this movie wasn't in the movie but was in the cinema screen itself, because there was such a huge age range of people in this movie, but everybody was going through the same emotions. Everybody was hooked to the screen and you could almost see, feel people reacting with you, and it just felt like we were all in this film together and we were just blown away by it. I suppose this isn't a spoiler, but one of the sweetest things was, again, apart from the movie, is when I come out of the cinema, there was a poor little kid and his mum was consoling him, bless him, because he just couldn't comprehend what we had just witnessed. And what we had just witnessed is something absolutely incredible. As I said, this movie made me feel every single emotion. My heart was pounding out of my chest. I could feel my palms getting sweaty. I was welling up at points. You know, there's some really great juxtaposition between moments of tragedy and moments of genuinely funny comedy. And I think that's one of the things that this movie does really well, is that I know that Marvel movies do get flack for being too funny, but I thought they had, for the most part, a very good balance of humour and kind of seriousness in this movie. I think all of that worked really, really well. I don't think this is a spoiler, but Thor was without a doubt my favourite character in this movie. I thought he was an absolute boy. I thought it was a great performance from Chris Hemsworth as well. I think that's the best I've seen him as Thor. And for me, he was one of the most important characters in this movie. And then on the other side of the coin, we have Thanos, who for me, without a doubt, is the most maniacal but best villain in the MCU. And if not one of the best villains in film history. He is maniacal, he is devious, he is sick, he is twisted. But he also has another side to him that really stuck out to me. And again, I that's probably about as much as I can say in this review, because I don't want to start waffling and let something slip. But for me, he is the perfect villain. And another thing I wanted to mention quickly about this film is that it does clock in at nearly 2.5 hours, but for me, it was so short. It felt so short. It was almost like blink and you'll miss it. At no point did I ever feel like it was 2.5 hours, because there was so much stuff going on in this movie. It was always giving me something more. And to be honest with you, I felt like I could have had another half an hour, 20 minutes onto this movie, because I just didn't want it to end. I wanted to see what was coming next and then coming next again. But, you know, when it did end, I was like, oh, I really want some more now, which I think is a huge testament to this movie, that for it being, you know, quite a long film, the fact that I wanted more, and I was never kind of, as I say, bored by this movie. There was no points where it kind of lulled. I think is a huge testament that they managed to keep it at 100% throughout this film. And I think that's kind of where I'm going to have to end this review. Now, as you guys know, I like to be nice and balanced in my reviews, and I do have a few issues with this movie, but I can't talk about them in a spoiler-free review, because I'm definitely wading into spoiler territory with the things I want to talk about. So I am going to leave this review here. I hopefully will get a spoiler review up in the next couple of days, where I'll go a lot more in depth about the movie. But if you guys have seen Avengers Infinity War, let me know what you thought about it, as always, down in the comments below. You know, be respectful, try and keep it spoiler free. I've seen the movie, but people stumbling onto this review might not have. But if you did enjoy this video and you want to keep up to date with all the latest movie news and reviews, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the very next episode of The Jamie Hughes Show. Ta-ra!